We're recording inside to start with because I forgot to fill my coffee cup. Friday and we have D&D this Saturday.
Yay! I've been taking paper to work.
Yeah, I thought yesterday was like a week long. He came home with his lunch baggie and I was like, why do you have...
Bring your bag back? Well, I brought my pad of paper back. I thought you couldn't have paper at your desk. I can't. So how'd you have it? I took it to work this morning. That was this morning?
Yeah, I think these jogs for the next like week or so are just gonna like make my days not happen. I'm gonna feel sorry for poor Stephanie at the Roxy. She's gonna be like, are you okay? Are you seriously doing okay? Do you need more chill? Or something like that. So we'll see you guys at the platform.
Yeah.
We're working out our human bugs with the Google Wallet thing.
Tap and pay unavailable. Make sure you're online.
Oh, you didn't have an internet connection momentarily. I think this thing clicks every time it needs to buy a ticket. It just makes sense because almost like it needs to punch in a number for the ticket that's necessary. So it has to roll a ticket over because it actually just prints the number on the ticket there. See, it has a bunch of numbers and stuff down there, and every time you buy a ticket, this thing rolls over a little bit. And then every minute it rolls over, because I can hardly think that 3 days in a row you've bought things exactly on the minute. So the thing, the other day when I think it was it was Wednesday. And I was like, oh my God, I'm being angry at white girl problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a guy standing back here with a Starbucks cup. I don't know where one would get a Starbucks cup and not be closer to another Mac station.
Unless it was one of the ceramic Starbucks cups.
Nope.
Paper.
Yeah. So did you get stuff with the planned, or are you still drawing?
Did I get stuff with... Oh, yes. I'm going to be figuring out loot today.
Oh, so you're not
and
like...
monsters.
So you're not going to figure out like loot at the last second?
Yeah.
Which is always nice, because after combat it's a little bit grueling, and that gives Amanda time to go out and have a cigarette, because she's still kind of a chimney.
Yeah. Do you think I should then? Just leave loot till last minute?
Have an idea of like which table it will be, you know, like say, hey, like on there being like, oh, well, here's the loot thing, and it'll be like, I mean, unless you definitely want specific loot, because you don't want us picking up a feather boa again.
The feather boa is kind of cool, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's getting a little absurd, because if we pick up more stuff like that, Amanda's just going to deck out her throwing axe better.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you've already named it, you've already put in a feather boa on it. It's like, come on, girl, stop. So yeah, I will be going into Portland today, I just probably later and whatnot, and then we're going to take care of adult stuff tonight.
Oh.
Yeah. Rent.
Yeah.
That's adult stuff. Oh, here comes your Max. And there's people coming to the platform. Okay, I'm done with the show. Do not take... I need to go... Remember what the hell I'm doing. I don't even know where my... I don't know where my coffee cup's at. I don't know where all my stuff's at. I'm losing my mind. Like, where are my keys? Where's my wallet? Where's my... You know where my phone's at? Wait, no, that's the other keys. Where are my pants? Are you? No. Oh, no. Oh, good. I didn't fill it up. Oh, good. They're not in here, at least. I thought I washed everything, but I hadn't actually started the wash yet. Oh, God. I pulled everything out of my pockets, obviously. All right, so pull everything out of my pockets. The keys should be near my wallet. There's my wallet. Where's my... The keys were underneath the other keys. They just didn't get picked up because they weren't attached. Because I don't go jogging with my full set of keys. I will only go jogging with the house key. Anyways, I need to go to the Roxy. I need chili. Possibly a coffee shop review. Okay, I'm home. I mean, it's the complex, but... I just sit down on the Max ride back because walking around in Portland, getting to the Roxy, and then back to the Max station, and then... Yeah, there's a slight grade to downtown Portland that you really realize if you walk about amongst it in like 5 miles, or if you've run 2.4 in the morning, and your calves are just not having you the rest of the day. Of course, skipping stairs isn't that much of a problem for the calves because I put my heels on the stairs instead. So I'm not really rolling. I'm not pushing off with my toes, which is where the calves hurt. Why am I locking that? What is going on? I've had chili. I'm like somewhat... Holy, it's 2:30. I'm losing my mind. Very, very, very slow. Well, Aaron and I had a little scuffle. He's getting really down about his life in general, and I'm blah. Just tired of it. He tells me I'm working hard enough at everything, but I don't feel like I'm working hard enough at all. I'm slacking. I'm letting seconds tick by. Whatever.
Significant in the rankings for playoffs.
Oh, it was like the game that we had against the Vipers when they came to Hare. It was like they had to win that game or they weren't anywhere close to the playoffs.
Okay, yeah, Beaverton's Wednesday, and then that'll be the next time I'm up. Thanks for that.
So are we hitting that score point where they can't do anything?
Right, yeah, 35.
Yeah.
So we kind of want them to score.
So, as most of you have probably seen on Facebook, if you follow, I was at Liberty Youth again, as you've just seen in the things. So the final score, and we were all confused, like me and the moms, thought that there was some sort of like point discrepancy, something that I thought that, you know, should happen in at least our league, because radio go down, radio go down, radio go down, because of things like the Raiders and the Vipers. When they'd have like 72-0 or 86-7, it was like, kidding me, you know? And so, and once I told last week that the youth league has like fining that you can only get 35 points over. No, I thought that was the case here. We were sitting at 32-0. So it was like, guys, stop scoring. But apparently it's not, because the end game was 59-6. Now, Liberty is currently 5-0, but they were 4-0 coming in, and Beaverton Youth League was 3-1. Now it's 5-0 and 3-2, and there's another one that's also 4-0, but they're playing later tonight or something. I don't know. And they're playing the other 3-1 team, because there's 2 4-0s, 2 3-1s. Well, Beaverton is now 3-2. The other school is 3-1, but they haven't played yet. So in a weird way, we're sort of like psychologically rooting for the 3-1 team to win, so they become 4-1, so that the other 4-0 team becomes 4-1, and that Liberty maintains sole first place. So yeah, that's that. I gotta go drive down, pick up Aaron, because he walked to Kinko's. Hopefully a little bit of cardio will do well, getting out in the sun. Things on the rocky front. The relationship is not in jeopardy, but I'm just getting a little wee sick of just the decline of motivation, and I feel like I'm losing him. It's like no matter what I do, he doesn't want to listen to it. He's stopped listening to me to an extent. He stopped listening to me. He won't listen to his mom. He won't even listen to himself. And I just, you know, I've said this before. Do I just have to sit back and watch him flounder? People have seen, I think I asked it before, and people said, yes, you have to watch him flounder. And I'm like, but I can't. I literally cannot do that. But, so we're gonna have like 10 minutes here. I don't know how long. I'll put a thing here while I record a little bit. There's a link on my face. It'll move the video forward after D&D if you're not interested at all. So I'll chat with you guys here in a little bit.
No, I'm thrown off.
Oh, you're thrown off. Yeah.
He's surrendering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do with that.
Yeah, it's an 18 hits.
For 16 damage.
Surrendering. He doesn't want to fight anymore.
Which is
He's apologizing.
But she ain't gonna take shit from this guy.
He's not dead yet.
No,
No.
he's apologizing and surrendering.
Miss. A lot.
Strong card, what this is.
Stop, make her stop.
I didn't miss that time.
I don't know. 28 intimidate.
Oh, it's a will save. I have to make a will save? Or?
Yeah,
No.
will defense.
Will defense, which is
So the
most
number
likely.
that's on
Oh, it's a 14.
He just double it.
Knock it off!
Does that mean I have to knock it off, or am I just
You're
scared while I'm
definitely
doing
scared.
it? He has to die.
He's surrendering. Surrendering, he's apologizing, he's completely and totally, but he's not lying.
It's like the Westboro Baptist Church.
Basically.
God hates goblins.
I'm going to start attacking again. 20 to his AC
Mm-hmm.
for 10 damage.
Crying out, I'm sorry, I didn't do anything wrong.
They will continue attacking the town that we're trying to save.
The town that couldn't identify a goblin if you threw one naked in front of them? They can't even count. That's an holy symbol.
I grabbed that holy symbol from him because he's dead.
26.
He's dead.
You, with the elemental chaos, take this. Besides, you already got with the necklace and whatnot. Maybe you can summon up some sort of earth elemental thing and make it do its bidding, and we can gather earth elementals around us and keep trying to, I don't know.
Let's go harass some druids. That's the last time we had a holy symbol. We went and harassed druids.
Well, it's fun at times, but it's not as fun to kill things that are surrendered.
And beds. Take their bed sheets!
These are yours.
Really?
Yeah. I have gold numbers.
Executed inefficiently.
Right?
We'll go with that one. Executed inefficiently. I haven't been on WoW in like 2 weeks, I think.
Except for that time you signed on by,
I signed on to tell Drew he was a fucktard. He then said, wow, now that he's doing Raid Finder, which he didn't know he was doing Raid Finder, he was just in a raid, him and Brad were talking back and forth. I think it was Siege of Orgrimmar, and he said, in guild chat, I finally figured out how to drop my totems, and I went, I'm done with you, and I signed off.
He wanted to know. He texted me and asked why you were angry at him.
Why was I angry at him? You don't become a resto shaman and just figure out how to drop your totems in Raid Finder. The last one. Playing enhancement shaman and I still know how to drop my totems.
I've known how to drop my totems since
For what it's worth,
I had to do an actual quest for each of my fucking totems.
I remember
for what it's worth, one, you had to do an actual quest for them. The game told you all about how to do it.
Yeah.
Two, you've been playing a long time and you play to every class pretty much to the utmost of your ability.
except for Hunter, Warlock, Paladin, and Death Knight.
Orcs that carry the baby to term will basically have to be undead. But if that were the case, when he gave birth, it would be like one of us giving birth to a delicious donut. It'd be like, wow, that's delicious. I eat that. That's good.
It'd be like a maple bar.
Right?
We just push a maple bar out of our penis and just like, oh, that fucking hurt. In you go.
Amazing.
The conversation anymore.
I know how to feel about this conversation. I take out the choice words and I put it on YouTube.
You catch that whole room on fire with an elemental fire thing, and the damn center of it is a fountain.
We've got a lot of alchemist fire.
Got a lot of alchemist fire too. It would either suck up all the oxygen from the outside and the inside because fire does not give a shit, or it would cause such a draft.
It'd suck all the oxygen out of their lungs anyway, and they'd still die.
Well, it would cause such a draft through the other end that even if they were trying to escape, depending on how big, if it was a small entrance, like, you know, like Pooh has his front door, or Rabbit has his front door, but he has this tiny little hole in the back, you light a thing, it's sure gonna get in, but nobody's getting out that hole because it's so tiny. This is turning really fucking weird. The fact that Pooh was trying to climb out of Rabbit's house's ass, and he got stuck. Oh, he's trying to go in, right. He was trying to get the honey.
Yeah.
Because Pooh's a horrible person.
This is why Pooh doesn't go back in the back door. What kind of elementals? Do I need to roll perception? Because I hope I can see this stuff.
You can.
Okay, I was like, because I'm like cross-eyed at my rolling something perception.
It's okay, just use Arcana.
Magma. Magma. Fire. And stone.
What?
Rock, fire, elemental.
What?
A magma, a fire, and
a-
earth.
But fire and earth make magma.
That now
It's their
it's
baby.
a mom and a dad and a baby.
It's a baby.
So this is an elemental family.
Yeah. An
Definitely could be.
interracial elemental family.
Interspecies.
Now,
Interspecies.
how
sure.
much of a bigot is your character?
How much of
Like
is
goblins?
how much is a bigot? We kill the parents and interrogate the child. Because the child, being as elementals, will probably have insight as to both elements, and thus has probably gotten some semblance of primordial genetic memories.
What? Why don't we just talk to them?
I think we're always high today.
I could just talk to them.
For what it's worth, the whole mommy and daddy concept doesn't quite work because the magma elemental is medium and the other two are small.
I was saying it also doesn't quite work.
Well,
because
that's
they
what
don't really
happens when you
have
meld two
genders.
together, so maybe it's a double
Whammy.
whammy.
On the other hand, I know that this. I know what.
Conjoined twins!
Seamus is doing.
Right?
It's conjoined twins!
He wants to love them.
So we went back out by Liberty, but they apparently are having soccer practice, so I didn't get to flip tires today. No small carts. Okay, Freddy's was actually kind of busy,
Yeah.
so not much inside. Aaron and I talked way too much about, like, we stood in front of the Greek yogurt for just almost entirely too long. Like,
There's no almost about that.
yeah,
It was entirely too long.
rather than just grab, like, 7 raspberries and 3 coffee house, I was like, well, maybe I should get the honey because there's sucralose in the stuff. And Aaron's like, well, maybe we should get this because it's like cheaper, and maybe I should get that instead of the Tillamook. And I'm just like, it was like 5 minutes sitting in front of it. We're like, what is going on?
You told Duden there that we had a lot more to do today.
Because I don't like thinking of my day as ending before 3 o'clock.
Okay.
I don't like. Yeah, I told the cashier, you guys got any other things planned? I'm like, we got lots to do. It's because I don't like to give off the impression that I have lazy days. Lazy days are inefficient. Lazy days are unproductive. People who like lazy days are like, but they're necessary. And I'm like, oh, the eternal struggle. The struggle is real. Busy traffic coming up. Look at all that cars. We're at Papa Murphy's. So
pizza.
yeah, we're gonna get the Angus steak, which I've already gotten, and then Aaron's gonna try the spicy fennel sausage. But I've assured him that it's not gonna be too terribly spicy because even the jalapenos that I get on my pizzas
Aren't that spicy.
aren't that spicy. I might actually ask him, since I'm taking off mushrooms, can I add on something else?
Like jalapenos?
Maybe not jalapenos. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Bell pepper might be good. Got a nice
We'll
little
have to
bit of
see.
crunch.
Maybe olives. So, now that I'm not recording the NFL, because they talk about don't do the record stuff, because, yeah, so I record on commercials. Yeah, so finally getting to see the a Patriots game. They may have been on television once before, but we were probably busy. I don't know.
Yeah, make it easier for you.
When you play Monopoly,
Alright.
you're playing.
Just because it's going to be another waveform you have to filter out.
I don't have to, whatever, have that much control over the waveforms. Anyway, I'm eating an Angus pizza. What do you think about your?
The spicy fennel sausage pizza. It's really good. The sun-dried tomatoes on it are kind of chewy, which is nice, and the sausage isn't that spicy.
I didn't think it was. But so far, there's been 2 touchdowns, and they've had 16 plays. 10 in the first one, 6 in the second one. I was like, what? That's been, like, everyone on the Patriots side, you can tell on the screen, is just pumped up. And we're back. Just got, like, turned on the camera and looked over this, went flash. Freaking sun in the eye, because it's so low in the sky now.
Yeah, I did the same thing. So you're getting the camera out. I was walking a few steps ahead of you, looked back, and
Yeah. I mean, it's very low in the sky. You can see it peeking through the trees there. Before, like this time, it was way over that way. Anyways, I mean, it's still low. This morning feels off.
it does. When did daylight savings time hit?
November.
Okay. Because it feels kind of like a morning immediately after that,
No.
to me.
Okay. But I don't know. It's probably because it's unduly warm for October 6th. Whatever.
Valid.
See you guys at the platform. Alright. Sorry, there's the coffee cup. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure. At this point, we can't call them New Maxes, because the Type 5s are already into Portland.
Valid. So that's type 4, right?
Yes.
Are there any type 1s left?
Yeah. The ones that go up.
And then type 2 and type 3 are very similar?
Very similar.
Okay.
There might be a slight color change or a fabric on what you call it.
Gotcha.
But they kind of got a revolutionary with that lower bed because they don't have to, because the other ones were completely inaccessible.
Yeah.
I mean, even buses that went up that high had the mechanic to down and then up.
Yeah.
Well, to kneel, and then they'd bring their little thing up. It would go for the handicapped people, but the Max didn't. So then they brought the Max in, and then they realized how efficient that was. So they started changing their buses over to just having the big long ramp that goes, which I can't do because my finger doesn't bend backwards.
Which is a good thing.
Flexibility. People are like, but I'm a yoga master and I'm flexible in all these places. I was like, can I get your head to touch your butt? That's physically impossible. Well, that's called flexibility. You just killed my yoga master. For yoga mats.
You are very strange.
Just tired of the double standard with yoga.
You are very strange.
You want to be flexible, but you also need to figure out how to believe in something. You can't do both. Yes, you can. But
The face you're making. Or made.
very white eyes.
Yeah.
No, I mean like they're like creepy white this morning.
No.
No, they're pink.
No, more than usual.
Oh, I just look that way. It's probably because of frosted. It's causing that little bit of diffuse white that's causing my eyes to see just a look. They almost look like they have the white glowing on it. Excuse me for any editing that will come from this entire video. I will be jogging and then I come back and as Aaron has seen me, I collapse onto the floor.
Yeah.
And then I will take a shower and then I'll be watching the view and editing all this footage. So if there is something missing, like a burp from previous days or a spit, I really try to keep those out, or excessive amounts of adult language, then yeah.
Now you know what?
Yeah, you know why. It's because I'm going to be
Editing while exhausted.
drunk. The best way
Basically.
to most people that probably watch this, I will effectively be drunk. Huh? Anyways, 8:39, your thing's coming.
Yep.
Anything for the peeps?
No, just have a good day. Folks, it is Monday, and oh my god, once upon a time.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, I posted at least to Facebook, and this is going to be about as spoilery as I'm going to get. Once upon a time, why you make me cry? And several people on my friends list were like, there's a fair number of likes on that. I mean, people probably watched it and understood what I meant. If you didn't watch it, you don't know what I mean, then, you know, whatever.
But it's definitely an emotional episode, and the new season is definitely going good places. I'm trying very much to be spoiler free because not everyone watches it.
Well,
I know.
remember, we're already like halfway through season 5 of Fringe on Netflix, so you can. I'm kind of getting interested in that stuff, especially now that we have the Observer child.
Yeah. We're what, episode 4 or 5? 8, 10? I have no idea. Anyway, it's good, but it's